I had a hand, a tongue, and a dick mold that I was selling because a lot of women used to make advances, and I was just like, I can't fuck them all, so.
So you're in the pinnacle of your capital making. You're making $200,000 days, $1.6 million months. Mentally, tell us about how that felt.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Mentally, I was burnt out. The only thing that like helped me reset, which is not always a good thing, but just was shit, a lot of sex and a lot of drugs. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was the only thing that balanced me out. But that was the only thing I could find that could like cool off. It's hard to explain, bro. It's just like
you can go buy something, but that shit, the more you buy something, it just gives you, it's like a temporary high. And right, smaller and smaller.
So that was like my morning coffee. I know like that's when me and Chelsea was together. So at the height of that, bro, to balance it off, like shit, we having orgies every week, threesomes every week, but like just that was the only thing that helped me to like calm down and feel some sense of normality, was just engaging in like a lot of drugs. But other than that, mentally, I was burned out.
Yeah.
That shit took everything in me. Like, yeah, bro, I would have days like I'll go to bed at 1, wake up at 6, done made $20K. But the money sound good, but just like the wear and tear on the body and the brain is some whole other shit. It's that bad, bro, that I wouldn't even want to do it again.
Yeah.
I'm cool. Like, I'm content with $50K a month. I don't never need $1 million a month again. The shit that came with that, I don't know. I'm sure somebody that could do it, but it ain't for me though.
No, that's real.
That ain't no marathon I can run for 10 years.
Yeah.
I've been died, I had a fucking aneurysm or something.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's the difference between living and surviving. So a lot of times we think we living because we're making a whole bunch of money. But it's a person out there making $20 million a month,
right,
and can't stand their life.
Yep.
And they just surviving. And it's somebody making $2,000 a month, but they live because they happy. Yeah. Go over to the Caribbean. They going to grab their coconuts out the tree.
Right.
They're going and they happy. They happy.
And bro, I saw that difference with me and my pops. Like, my pops done been to, I think, probably like 20 different countries. They just be doing shit. Like last week, he just went and bought a Beetle. I'm like, that what they need a Beetle for? You're like, man, I always wanted one of those convertibles, man, just to ride around in on Saturday. Just be out doing shit. But if you ask him to wear and tear, bro, our stories is completely different. Like, he content with that 100 and something thousand a year, and he make that shit look good. He got 4 houses. He just be doing whatever the fuck he want to do, and just be out of town. He be at his food truck during the week, just be hanging out. And I'm like, damn, that shit. It really showed me, though, like, nigga, you doing all this to make 5 times what he making, but you miserable though. You don't smile like he do. Your anxiety always on 1,000. Your heart rate always pumping fast because you thinking 30 ideas and trying to be 8 places at once. So you right, bro. For me these days, it's the peace and contentment that's more appealing. I'll pay for that before I go jump on a jet to go to Vegas for $85K round trip.
Yeah. Wow, for sure. So you spoke on leveraging your gold and owning 22 kilos of gold in Borro. So can you explain to like what you did and what Borro is and things of this sort?
Absolutely. So if anybody can look, it's BORRO, no W at the end, but all they deal in is automobiles, art, and like high-end gems, gold, and whatnot. So when bro put me on it, I called immediately, and they was like, I remember I was a little leery at first. They like, yeah, we're gonna send you a shipping box. Put your jewelry in the box. We'll assess it the next day and give you a quote. And I remember thinking like, man, these niggas ain't about to steal my shit. But I hit him back. He like, bro, they good. Do it. I sent them a rollie. They good people. So I sent them some of the jewelry at first. I ain't sent them all of it. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, the number they came back with, and they deposited that shit instantly. Man, they had like the first go round, but they had like 350 grand in my account the next day, and I just was like, oh, I like these niggas. Matter of fact, y'all know I got a whole bunch of one. The dude like, send it again. Send it again. He hit me off with another couple 100,000. This is the kicker though that I would tell everybody. Don't fuck with Borro if you don't got a plan for the money.
Facts.
I didn't necessarily have a plan. I just was like, oh, well, I'm gonna just pay all my shit up for the next year or two because this damn near $1 million. I could just chill. But bro, that was the wrong idea, because based on how the interest set up, people be paying back on the interest, but they not, I ain't gonna lie, they didn't overly inform me on the principal. So by the time I learned and understood what I was doing, I realized like all I was paying for the first 2 years was interest. They still want that big old bag on that principal. But it's a good play for anybody that gotta play. Like, all right, if I get 100K tomorrow, I know what I'm gonna do with it over the next, because they do it in 2 or 4 year intervals as far as your contract. So if you go do it and you know what you finna do with 100K, then yeah, hell yeah, it's well worth it, because you can flip the 100 to half if you got a formula such as that over the next 2 years. Pay them back, keep the extra bread, and get your jury back. And they're the type of people like they'll let you run it over and over. Because I remember the dude told me, he was like, as soon as we done with this, he was like, if you want to just go into a new contract, we can keep it, or we can send it back to you and you send it again, however you want to do it. So they literally are, to me, like, I be trying to tell people how to play the bank for themselves. It is a form of playing the bank for yourself. You just got to make sure you understand your interests and your principles. So, in 2 years, you don't look up and realize that 40,000 you done sent ain't went towards shit but the interest.
Yeah.
But if anybody with a plan on, bro, they for sure get 100K in your account the next day.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Man, so and it's just true entrepreneurial journey, because I'm going through a similar time right now.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like, I done bought all the Rolexes, all of this, and you look at it, you like, once the shit slow down, like the $1 million months, and that shit start going down to 500, 400.
Right.
Then you look at a punk ass watch, and you like, the fuck I do that for?
Right. Nah, bro, for sure. Like I went through that phase. That's why I said I'm actually glad I experienced it, because it allowed me a whole new level of freedom. Because I don't have like a sentimental attachment to my materials no more. Because I did. I remember when I first hit some of the goal, I remember like sitting there thinking like, damn, what people gonna think? And then just my heart self was like, nigga, don't nobody fight. Like, niggas didn't start fucking with you because you had to go. That's the additive. Niggas start fucking with you because you smart and the shit you teach your kids.
Facts.
And I was just like, I'm tripping. Let me just go back to the core of who I am, because like that's why niggas love me. Like, this shit do make my aesthetic look better, but outside of that, at the foundation of it, it's the fatherhood aspect. Like, another thing I learned, bro, from Borro that Jake put me on is he was telling me like the white boys he be around, they leverage their real rollies. They get replicas and they go outside. He said, I remember him telling, he was like, bro, had the craziest comment there. I'm like, what's up? He was like, I'm sitting in his lobby and this white dude asked me what type of rollie I got on. I tell him to roll and he busts out laughing. And I'm like, what he laugh for? And he was like, can he ask me like a serious question about black people? I told him, yeah. And the white dude was like, why do black people wear their nice shit outside? And when he asked me, I didn't understand anything. He was like, bro, this is what they do. They'll go get like a $200,000 Rolly, Jacob, whatever. They're gonna put that shit in a safe, or they're gonna borrow against it and play the bank for themselves with one of these companies. They're gonna go outside with the replica on. So if it ever get broke, they ever get robbed, whatever the case may be, they just ran off with the replica. They living off the real one, or that they leveraging with a company like Borro. And when he told me that shit, I was just like, damn, bro, I might have to try that out next time, because I did realize that. I'm like, damn, but I get it with our culture. Like, that's what we programmed to see. That's all we seen through social media and music is get your fly shit and step outside. But bro, them white, I mean, you know that, bro. Them white boys play the game at a different level.
Different. And I'll say this, like, it's multiple ways to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even one thing about it is, like, even if I am wearing the real one and I have insurance on it, and it appraises for more than so there's always a play. But it is crazy to learn that though, because like man. So let's talk about all of the businesses that you have owned or currently own, and then talk about why you got rid of it. So
all right, that's a good one, bro. All right, I had the food truck.
Okay.
I just couldn't be hands-on with it. I couldn't give it the attention it needed, but my pops got it now, so he do his thing with that. Had Grace Trucking Company. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was just negligent. I had a driver. He got a flat tire in Alabama. This one I'm making $1 million a month. He hit me. He like, hey man, the truck broke down. I need a new tire. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get with you. And bro, I remember like literally 2 months went by and I never got back with him. All he needed was me to fix the tire. Like, he was the driver. All I was doing was putting 18. I had two 18-wheelers on the road. I fucked that completely up. Shout out to Truck and Justin too, because bro really took his time to help me start that shit. And I ain't taking it as serious as I should. I literally could have just sent $2,000 and called it a day. But I'm like, I remember sitting down with Chelsea. I'm like, man, this nigga calling me about a flat tire. And she's like, a flat tire? I was like, man, we got better shit to do. But it didn't dawn on me till later, bro, that nigga left the truck where it broke down at and went back home as he should. Because I'm the owner. I'm supposed to pay for this shit. So that fell to the wayside, just me being negligent. And I was getting so much money in pocket A, it was hard to give attention to pocket B. I had an art company with my partner, AC. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We didn't really launch that one all the way. We did the prepping for it, we did the marketing, but he ended up going back to teaching, so we kind of just put that one on ice. That's how I ended up with initially I had an art gallery in my crib, but a lot of people like my pieces so much, I was like, we could turn it into a business and I can like get replicas of the pieces that's in my crib and sell them. So we started selling a couple, but that cooled off because he went back to teaching. Bro, I had a hand, a tongue, and a dick mold that I was selling because a lot of women used to make advances, and I was just like, I can't fuck them all. So
Hold on.
y'all gotta excuse my voice, so I'm under the weather right now.
Hold on, bro. You said you had a mold.
Yeah, bro, it was a hand, a mouth with a tongue, and a dick. And yeah, bro, I was working that move at one point, but what happened? Oh, my connect in China, because they was coming from China. He started slowing up with communication. So I like, kid you not, bro, I was only able to literally sell 4 of them. And then me and him had a disconnect, but just based on the communication, we ended up like falling out. So that project cooled itself off. Of course, I've sold a gazillion books, curriculums, board games, classes, courses. Ron know me. Oh, I had a water company. We was getting water out of Brazil. It was Grace Essentials Water. We had a whole lifestyle brand. We had lighters, robes, slippers, ashtrays, candles. But COVID hit that completely up because a lot of the overseas shipments slowed up or came to a halt completely. I did the OnlyFans thing. I just wasn't willing to fuck somebody new every week. That was just too much wear and tear. That one was very successful, bro. Month one, I made like $26,000. Like the ladies was loving that shit, but I was like, salute to all the niggas that could do it. I just couldn't wrap my mind around it. I gotta find somebody new to fuck every week, and I gotta actually enjoy this so I can perform properly. But I did make a lot of bread off that. The video game, bro. That was I ain't gonna say my worst investment. That was probably like my most disappointing investment because I've tried my hand at a video game twice. First go around, I lost $808,000, complete loss. And then the second go around, it wasn't that much. It was probably like 80 grand I lost. And the video game did actually finally come out on PC Black Friday of 2020. What we in 26? That had to be 23 or 24. My son was supposed to spearhead that operation, but he just young, caught up with girls, and anybody that got a teenager and he's first getting his whiff of pussy, y'all know how that go. Like they be going after that. So that slowed down. I don't know, bro. I know it's more because I got a list. It's like 12 different businesses I've either started or I'm still functioning at this point, but I can't remember them all. But those are the ones I can remember on top of my head.
Got you. Well, I'm gonna fill in the blanks for you. So I know you got the private security.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Grace's Ultimate Guns. That's still up and rolling. We got a gun store in Tampa, Florida, and then we got Grace Private Security. Yeah.
Got you.
Yep.
Got you. And so, which one of those, out of all of those you named, is the curriculums, the private security, and the gun store? Those are still in operation today.
Yeah. Curriculums, books, board games, private security, the gun store, and the video game will be back March of 2026. We revamping it, so
okay,
those still in motion. Yeah.
Got you.
Yep.
Got you. So it sound like you just it's like your gift is your curse. You start tasting that money. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
Yep. No, well, I got a wild imagination. So
yeah,
when I'm sitting there with the bread, I'm like, I'd rather just try my hand at all this shit I've always been interested in rather than just the money of it. And I did just that. Just, bro, yeah, bro, I know for sure I done had over a dozen businesses.
yeah.
Yeah.